thank you so much for all of you taking part of your time to join this. And then we are so grateful. Quickly, I want to begin by introducing myself. My name is Peter Atsu Adaletey, a teaching artist here in Ghana, West Africa. Somewhere in 2018, my mentor, James Gibbs, whispered to me about a conference that was going to happen in the States, that's New York to be precise. That was ITAC 4. So I did my best to register. And the good news was that I got fully funded. I was a fully funded delegate for ITAC 4. That's the good news. The bad news was that I was bitterly denied. I mean, my visa was denied to travel to the state for this conference. In fact, emotionally, it was suicidal. But my wife told me that, hey, man, yeah, we are not able to travel, but you see, I think this thing is still online, as she said. So why don't you try and join them online? I was like, it wasn't easy, but I was okay, fine. Look, I really want to be there in person, but not online. But once she inspired me, because I told her, I whispered to her that I can also join online. So she whispered to me and I was like, okay, why not? So I quickly joined online, and trust me, virtually I was empowered. I love every bit of the session. And that is what actually fueled me. Let me begin by introducing some of my colleagues.
I'm also a teaching artist with ITAC Ghana Collective. I'm actually a graphic designer, and I do website UI UX design. In ITAC Ghana Collective, I'm the brand manager there. I do everything graphic design, everything website, anything that has to do with digital art. I'm the one that handles it. And it's an inspiration to be here. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Peter.
Thank you so much. Rex.
Thank you. My name is Gideon Rexford Mills, and then I'm also a proud member of ITAC Ghana Collective. By the grace of God, I joined in 5 years ago, and then it has been a very good opportunity for me. ITAC Ghana has really made me to learn a lot, and then a lot of doors has also been opened. Because of that, I found myself in the health sector, and then I managed to be working hand in hand with patients and doctors using dance as a kind of physiotherapy to help them get well. So with ITAC Ghana, what I've been doing is that I'm the communications director, and then I've been handling anything concerning communication. So we make sure that we relay information to Atsu and then to the other colleagues that we have, and then it's been going on well. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, John.
I've been inspired by Peter Atsu Adaletey, who told me about the Teaching Artist Collaborative, and I see the privilege to be part of this. And I've been with him for 5 years now, and I'm a model, a storyteller, and actor as well. And I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you. Over to you, boss.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Antonio, you're here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Antonia Isifu. Yes, I'm a photographer and then a videographer. I as well do editing. I've been the photographer for ITAC Ghana Collective for 5 years now, and I think it's a good thing to be part of ITAC Ghana Collective. And it has been a good inspiration for some of us to exert our talent to the grassroots in our communities. So I'm glad I'm part of ITAC Ghana Collective. Thank you.
Okay, so before we move on, it was very important that I show you some of the core volunteers that have been making this happen. But before I tell you how this whole thing happened, I want to show you a video when I was bitterly denied the American visa. Instead of being frustrating myself, I made a video to ITAC as a response.
And I rise like the day, I rise up beginnings of long-term commitments, professional dating, whatever we might want to call it, starts to happen enough that it can carry beyond the days of our defined time together. So that in fact, work wants to continue, wants to keep going, has to keep going, connections across cultures that can further explore what can happen together.
But I promise we would take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. You, all we need is hope.
Well, I don't know. I know maybe some of you have experienced visa denial before, but trust me, what I experienced was something I really can't use words to describe. You know, and till date, this is what is still keeping me. I mean, the words I wrote in the poem are what keeps me going. And so what I did was that when I got virtually, I joined ITAC virtually. I was happy about the capacity building, the workshop, and all that. And I was like, oh, why don't I, mirror, right, ITAC initiatives in Ghana, because it has empowered me personally. So I feel the teaching artists and artists here can be empowered. So immediately I was like, okay, well, it's ITAC. Come on, let's mirror it here. So what I need to do was, I can't do it alone. So I went and then called on some of the few guys who I believe have the same spirit that I share. And I went ahead and called all of them. But since this is a place for us to also learn and unlearn, I want them to briefly tell us, when I call them, why did they give me a positive response? So Gideon,
Yeah, so thank you so much, Atsu. So for my story, it was just a nice one. It was just a call. So Peter was like, "Hi, there's this group, then I want you to join it." And then he sent me the link. I think I joined the first meeting, and I was like, "Wow, whatever discussion that was going on was so inspiring." And I felt that I felt belonged amongst everybody. So I was like, I can do this. This is possible. Why not? Why not continue with it again? So from there, I kept joining. Anytime there's a Zoom meeting, I join. And then I would be getting notifications from Madeline. Sometimes to Peter would also send it to me. Anytime for myself, I know I'm very busy because going up, doing a dance class, going for acting class and things. So I'll make sure that wherever that I am, I'll just stay and then join. And then I realized that the whole thing was helping me. Sometimes we break into collective rooms and then there will be discussions. Then we are like, okay, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And then I realized I was really coming up with a lot of things. Then I think in 2001 or so, yes, there was this switch program that came up between Scotland and Ghana. And then I was privileged, lo and behold. Atsu made it possible for me. And then I was part of those who did a presentation. And it really changed my life. From there, anywhere that I go, I made sure that I added to my CV. And I made them know that I also presented during this particular program. So since then, it really opened doors for me. And I kept telling people about it.
So I think actually you also want to share your side of the story.
I also realized that ITAC, though Peter was being denied to join physically, joining him to watch ITAC online, I realized that there was so much to get, there's so much inspiration to get from ITAC. So the moment he brought the idea that, no, I want to mirror this in Ghana, I was quick to support him. So I supported him with everything that I had. So from photography, videos, I go around with him to do presentations in schools and then some churches. Yes. So it was quite a good thing and a good idea that I supported with all my heart. And since then, we've transformed some lives here in Ghana. So I'll encourage people to also do same. Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. Okay, Johannes.
My story is a bit, I don't know how to describe it, but let me start from personally and in my family. There's this art thing there already. So my uncles, my aunties, this art and vocational skills is in there already. When you are born, you are part of the arts already. So I think I start 4 hours with Peter. I was with him, and then we were doing something, and then he told to I've been that. So he told me about it, and I was like, "Can we do this? Can we do the bracelets? Can we do this?" And he was like, "Yes, yes, yes. There's a man who does this." So I had to go make things ready and all of that. And then finally we joined. It was fun when he told. I was like, wow. So I joined in seeing my boss, the excitement. I was like, to me, I was like, wow. I've never experienced such energy from any artist before. And he has been, someone has directed me before, has empowered me in so many areas. So when this opportunity came, I didn't have to think twice. I just gave everything, because I feel like whatever thing that I know now or I've experienced, it was because of him that I know the things I know now. And so everything for this man and for doing with Peter, doing acting, poetry, and ITAC Ghana Collective. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Johannes. So Johannes has been the all the posters you see about ITAC Ghana Collective. He's the one who has been designing all this for 5 years now. And I'm so grateful to you, Johannes. So what happens is that Antonia, my wife, does the photography, videography, and transfers to Johannes, and he box on. Then we have the organizers. John is there. You want to talk about why, when I call you, why you came in strongly, John?
Thank you, Mr. Peter. I remember, I think 2018, somewhere 2018, I was on my way to Togo, Lomé, and I had a call from you, Peter Atsu. He called and he was like, John, it is time for the ITAC meeting. I was like, then he was like, but I've told you, haven't you registered? I said, I'm sorry, but I'm traveling. So when I'm back. So later on, we met up, I met him up, and he explained everything to me, what the whole thing is all about and all that. And I find it so interesting. Me being an artist, a model, a storyteller, and I was like, okay, this is good. This is something good that I think it can help me in my work. So I've been with him so he can lecture me more, open my eyes on a whole lot of things. Then I've been with him to the community schools around. At times we used to travel, even when there is no money. He will force me and be like, we have to be here. These people need us. We need to go, and so it's been something tough for me at times, but to him, I don't know what he was saying, but along the way, I've realized that no, there is something that he is saying that I am not saying. So I need to align myself with him. So when the call comes, I used to follow him. We used to go to the schools. When he's doing this, I'm also doing that. At times, he will go along with the camera. Then whilst he's taking, he's teaching, I'll be doing the photography, taking the photography and all that. And I find it so interesting. And along the way, I used to go out myself. Anytime I visit the village, I used to, go to these community schools, teach them about what I have to give to them, because I know that giving to the young ones or putting something into them, encouraging them so they can also grow up to hold the mantle that we have today. Because a lot of people today are just chasing money. Everything you call somebody a dancer or whoever in the country, that's okay, this and this and that. We will do it selflessly. I do it, nobody pays me. It doesn't give me money or do anything. But we do it joyfully. Whilst we have other challenges we face in the family and all that, but we do it willingly. Out of generosity, we do it, we give it out to the young ones. So I think me being part of ITAC Ghana, it's a great thing that has happened to me. I have learned a lot. And at times, he'll push me, even when I'm tied somewhere, he'll push me that, hey, you need to join the meeting. I used to join the meeting. Madeline used to send me the link. I have to register during the month and all that. And I think it's been helpful. And this year being the 5 years of ITAC Ghana. ITAC Ghana to the world. Thank you, boss.
I love to act and dance. And I am an entrepreneur. I have the heart of families, or the families at heart. That is about me, briefly. I joined ITAC Ghana because Atsu and I go way back. I think we should be celebrating our 25th anniversary. As we are celebrating our 5th anniversary, I came here with my glass of wine to say cheers to celebrate ITAC Ghana Collective. It's 5 years. Actually, remember, I was one of the first, I think we were 2 or 3 panelists when Madeline moderated the very first session in Ghana. And it has been an amazing journey. It has been an amazing journey as the welfare manager of ITAC Collective. It's been great. Why do I do this? Why did I accept Atsu? Atsu doesn't give anything less the bar. So I thought he was bringing in something good to give me an opportunity to enrich people, because I believe in enriching people to be enriched. So if I don't give, I cannot receive. I love to give in order to receive so that I can be evergreen. So I embraced as a volunteer to learn, to always receive from Atsu, and also give him my time and my resources as the welfare manager, and also learn from others, because we have become a community with diverse places or diverse virtues and professions. And so I love to connect, to learn from everyone so that I can be enriched to become a whole. That is why I am still part of ITAC Ghana Collective.
I tell you guys, we are celebrating. So I can't mention 25. I deliberately didn't want to mention that because honestly, this is my 25th year in teaching artistry. We're going to do that in December. So we are just focusing on the 5th anniversary with ITAC Ghana Collective. There's a lot going on. And I'm so happy about these folks because I wasn't expecting a no or maybe answer from them because I knew what we're doing. I knew what teaching artists and artists in Ghana needed. And I went for the right people. Unfortunately, some of them are not here, and I can't mention all of them because of our time, but I'm just going to touch on a few of them. So one of them is Patrick Atsu, my younger brother, who also happens to be one of the project managers. We have also Philip Amankwad, also happens to finances. We have Christabel Adria, also helped me with finances. We have Ben. Ben helps with welfare. You know, that's the guy that helped us with our cake. We did Ghana Teaching Artists Conference, the first one conference in Ghana we heard about teaching as well. He produced a cake. He cooked for the guests for free. I mean, that is it. That's the kind of thing he does with so all these people, there's a certain mindset I threw to them that, guys, ITAC is big. ITAC didn't tell me to do this. This is not official. But I don't think it will be offensive to mirror something that is positive in our country. One of the things I keep saying on the local platform and the international platform is that, look, I'm a businessman. I know what money does. But you see, life is not money first. Life is work first. Trace a need in the community. And when you trace that need, believe in what you have and address that need. When you address that need, support will come naturally. It's simple. And it's not everybody who supports this idea, but this is the truth that I've believed in, and this is what has kept me and all those guys with ITAC Ghana Collective unofficially as we're celebrating this so far. And I'm very grateful because I want to let you know that Eric Booth came in strongly to support with ideas, with resources, with connections. I mean, he wrote a letter to me right after ITAC 4. That letter is more than a president writing to you. It blew me off. Madeline has been there 24 hours. I mean, Amy Kecklin was the one who actually introduced me to Madeline, you know, and it went on from there. You know, Pat Cruz has been there with us, supporting us. You see, we are a collective that got inspiration from you people, if not ITAC. Because I got to know Pat Cruz from ITAC. She's been supporting whatever we do. You know, Jeff Martha is there, Jill Marcy is there, Clara Bluefield. Many of them, I just got them easily. I paid not a dime to any of them. They came in selflessly to support us. All the ITAC, you know, think tank, all the ITAC workshops, everything we get from you people, we use them freely here in Ghana. All we did was just pick them, mirror them, test them, and use. And that is what we have been doing in Ghana here for a long time. But that is not to say that we did not have some challenges. All right, we did have some challenges. And I just want to open the floor briefly for some of them to touch on it.
There's never a community without challenges, and there's never a project without challenges. So ITAC Ghana Collective, we have had our fair share of challenges. Number one challenge is finance. Imagine doing a project, embarking on a project without adequate finance. It makes the project difficult, but for our enthusiasm and love for the teaching arts, we've been able to pull through. That is not to say that we can do always. It gets to a point when you are tired, you are almost giving up, but you are reminded about the fact that you must do this because people depend on it. And so we still hit the ground running. Another challenge is with the internet. If we have to, like I dropped severally this afternoon, even though I have a backup. So our internet connections are also a challenge to us. I am hoping that soon we will get some supplies or we'll be able to acquire some tools for smooth meetings when we have to meet online to do our online productions. Actually, I hope I am not taking this out of your mouth.
Not at all.
There's been a lot of challenge. Sometimes you want to offer your service for free to schools and churches and communities, and they still hesitate to allow you into their space to teach for free. And I don't understand why. It's a great challenge. Imagine traveling into a community, maybe 3 hours into a community with the financing your own project you want to teach, and you have only 5 people coming to attend that program because it's for free or because they do not understand what it means. But arts for me, it's in everything we do. So it's very important that in Ghana, we have the system we call Chew and Pour in our school system. But teaching through arts makes it easy for learners to grasp so they can run with the knowledge they acquire. Unfortunately, because we do not have that system here so much in Ghana, it makes driving this home difficult. But I know that with ITAC Collective and hopefully ITAC officially in Ghana, we will be able to preach this and get people to understand that it's easy to learn through arts. It's easy to impart knowledge through arts, easy for the learner and the teacher or the one who is imparting the knowledge. I'll leave it here for others to talk about the challenges. John.
For us, for the challenges, there's a lot that goes on, but it was beautiful that we went through challenges, because for me, the challenges are exactly the blocks that have been building us, because the challenges do come in to test our weight. And with the challenges, we are able to know who we are, how strong we are, and we are able to fall down. It's all about resilience. If you are not tough, if you are not committed to understand the mission or the vision for the call, you can't do anything. And that is why no matter what the challenge is, which everybody has, we are able to, move on and champion this thing. Rex, I don't know if you lastly want to contribute. Rex.
Yeah. Yes. So to also touch on what Precious and then my coach just said, what I noticed is that people don't like to volunteer at all, because I want to do something just to share to the world. I don't need to at least get something first. And that is what most of my colleagues that I also started with, that's what they are doing. They can't do anything selfless. And that is what I learned from Peter. He's so passionate and he will do it. If you don't do, he will do it. And I learned it from him. And then thanks to him, right now, I'm also making a whole lot of good things. You see, so volunteerism is very, very, very important. And we are not getting that at all. And then also, like the way Precious also just said, our internet connection is very bad. It keeps going and coming, going and coming, going and coming like that. But we are hoping that we will definitely overcome it as time goes on. So this is what I really want to touch on, volunteerism, because it really, really helps and it opens doors a lot. It opens doors a lot. Yeah, thank you so much.
Peter Atsu Adaletey, one day, I pushed him to one corner. I was like, Master, these people you are talking about, teaching artists every day, these people, they are well done. They've made their money and they are like retirements, and they made money and they have money. Anytime they want to venture or go into any project, they have money to do it. But me and you, and everyday challenge of, even if you want to travel to a community, at times I don't have money. And at times we are talking about, going, you are not going alone. You have to provide certain things for the people you are going to meet up and all that. So these are challenges for me. So I have to push him, and he have to be like, no, don't think like this. If you think this way, you won't be able to get to this place. So he have to come back to my level and be like this and this and that. And I was like, okay, that's cool to me. But I'm talking for other people. For me, I'm ready to do anything, follow him, do anything. But other people, they are doing whatever they can to put food on table each and every day. So when you are telling them that let's do this voluntarily, do this and do that, they are not ready to offer that. They are not ready to do that. And secondly, the system here, we are talking about connectivity or the network. The network is so bad. At this meeting alone, for now, I think I dropped off like 4 times already. It's so bad for us to have phone, whatever, to connect, to have meeting online like this. It's so challenging. At times when you are talking, you can't hear the person. When the person is talking, you can't hear the person. The line keep breaking. These are the challenges we have. To me, yeah. So these are the challenges.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm so grateful to you guys for believing in the dream and also selflessly responding to the call. I just want to drop on the challenges here that yes, it's been challenging, but it's beautiful. I'm going to take it from me just to sum up. Volunteerism is so powerful that it takes certain minds to understand. I'm here today. ITAC 4, I was knocked out, right? But I became ITAC Collective, ITAC Catalyst, and madly, I'm so grateful. And to ITAC, I'm grateful. I mean, I can tell you how my movement was from being denied to becoming an ITAC Catalyst. Now, so I was hoping that in 2020, I'll move to South Korea. COVID came and knocked me again. But what happened? I became the collective room leader. Fantastic. Then in the year 2022, I was man, I tell you, volunteerism, I did not pay a dime. My plane ticket, my food, my hotel, everything was taken care of by ITAC. That is money. And that's the power of volunteerism. And today I am here through volunteerism. Many teaching artists have been empowered. And some of them not only just being empowered, but they're also empowering other people, doing great stuff in the community. So I don't think it is wrong to mirror something that is good. It is not all the time to seek for help. Sometimes you need to move and be arrogant. You need to be arrogant for success. And that is why I'm very happy about all these guys that you are seeing with me. I'm so grateful for all of them. So we just want to move on with the next phase. Madeleine, if you can share some of our slides. Yes. So ITAC Ghana Collective, so far so good. I've been working with highly dedicated gentlemen and ladies. These teaching artists with me also work in so many communities. They also have their own businesses and their organizations that they run. But what we do is that we've been moving to churches to provide professional development workshop for free. We've been moving to schools to provide professional development workshop for free. Pat Cruz have been very instrumental in that. Clara Bloomfield has also been instrumental. We've got some teaching artists who have been doing this all together with us. The lady up there, yeah, so that is John. John there in one of the schools, also offering his teaching artistry to the school. And there I am with the ITAC 4 virtually when my wife inspired me to join. As for that photograph, it's something else. I wish I could move into the screen to join you guys, but it didn't happen. And there is Johannes, in one of our activities. Okay, next slide, please. So we've been moving to places near and far, and we've been doing this selflessly. We've been learning from one another also, and we've been empowered to do a lot of things. We are honestly so grateful for what is happening. Now, finally, to my colleagues, what do you think, what does the future hold for us? Rex, do you see any future in what we are doing? What's your expectation?
Yes, so I would say that as I would want to borrow some Eric Good's words. He made mention of something that we are full of passion, and then there's so much possibilities around with the ITAC Ghana team. And I think that we have a lot of a lot of gold ahead of us, and then we would want to move and then try and then achieve that aim, because ITAC Ghana can do more and we can do more. And we know that there's a brighter future. I'm not saying bright, but brighter future ahead. Because there's the few colleagues that we have, we want to also share what we have to others, especially to the young people. And then they've also received us so much. Anytime we go to the communities, you can see that excitement. What we have, we share to them. What we've learned during our break rooms interactions, we go there, we tell them that, Charlie, whatever talent that you have, you can make it, you can do it. But join us, and then your life will never be the same. So I believe that we have so much enthusiasm. There is power within us, and then there's a lot of possibilities for ITAC Ghana, and we would try to reach it. We can make it, and we can do it. We have that can-do spirit, so we can do it. Thank you.
Yeah, we can do it. John, what's your expectation for ITAC Ghana Collective? What's your dream?
Okay, so I want to share this short story. There is this village that I know. One day, the chief of that village called for the whole people, the village, to gather at the village square. So at that meeting, the man put down three things. He put down coconut, he put down orange, and he put down orange seed, and put down pineapple. Then he asked that everybody should go and pick any of those seeds. Everybody walk in, then they'll pick orange, pick pineapple, pick orange, pick pineapple. Then he left with this old woman. The old man walked and he picked the coconut. And the chief stood up and he asked, "Why do you pick this coconut?" And the woman said, "All the things these people have picked. Pineapple, in a year, you can reap pineapple. Orange seed, you plant in few years, or a year or 2, 3, you can start reaping that fruit. But coconut, when you plant that coconut will be there for generation." So what I learned from this is that we are talking about a generational thing, something that we are doing today that we are putting or imparting into our brothers and sisters, our kids, so that tomorrow they can also take up that mantle. I pray that in this country, one day, ITAC will decide that they want to come to Africa, Ghana, and host their yearly program here in this country. So that alone can open the eyes of the Ghanaians or the Africans, so they will understand and see the vision we are talking about.
Thank you so much, John. That is deep. I'm grateful. Finally, Precious, what's your expectation? What's your dream like?
My expectation for ITAC Ghana is that ITAC Ghana will take boundaries. ITAC Collectives actually will take boundaries, take the narrative in Ghana and learning through arts. It's very important to have ITAC conference hosted here soon, because I believe in leaving a legacy for generations after us to benefit. So my expectations are very simple. I want to see ITAC Ghana here, that we will celebrate more years, that my grandchildren would also say that, oh, grandma volunteers or the people who started ITAC Ghana Collective. And today, ITAC is here in Ghana. That is my expectations. And I pray that I see that sooner than later. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I'm going to do this on behalf of the rest who are not able to talk because of internet connections. For me, what's my expectation for ITAC Ghana? I have a dream, and the dream is this, that teaching artists and artists will one day get to the platform where the non-art spaces will understand the power of the arts, and collectively we can be a hub or a well that brings transformation, that brings positivity, that brings change. And that is what I've been dreaming about, and that is why I'm doing this. And that is it. And we honestly are very emotional about this, and we are so grateful. But before we move on to Madeleine to share with the breakout rooms and all that, I want to humbly call on Pat Cruz to let us know why she's been helping us all these years. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, thank you, Atsu. It's so good to be here. How can I not? You cannot say no to Atsu, number one. And he's just so inspirational and so, I think, contagious. You want to work with him. You want to work with the people of Ghana. All of the artists there are so giving. Their hearts are so big. And it's just such a pleasure to be connected with them. I had the honor of having some of my friends who are artists in the USA connect and do workshops with the artists in Ghana, and they are also very thrilled to be able to have that opportunity. To be able to connect with amazing artists in Ghana is a very special thing, and a very unique thing as well. So it is a service that you are providing to us that we can learn from each other. So thank you, actually, for everything you do.
I'm so grateful. So Pat Cruz did on behalf of everybody. I'm grateful. So Madeleine, this is our story. 5 years ITAC Ghana Collective. We are so grateful to ITAC for giving us at least the opportunity to unofficially experiment and pilot what has been happening here. It's been good to us, and we'll continue to do that with your inspiration. And to those of you who made time to be here, we are so grateful. Madeleine, I hand over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter, and everyone from the ITAC Ghana Collective. I think I would love to open up for any questions, comments from everyone present. I think, if you don't mind, I would love to kick us off, because I am often asked by people who want to start collectives or some kind of ITAC program in their own community, but have no one to call on, no real resources, no institutional backing, any of that. And I think there's often this perception that that's a really difficult place to start from. And I think 5 years ago, that's exactly where it sounds like you were starting from. And here we are celebrating 5 years of activity, completely grassroots organized and led, taking what we've been able to offer, which has not been a lot, and making just this amazing community. So I wonder, while everyone's formulating their questions, if you could offer any advice about the very beginning and what that felt like, or what that first step was for you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madeleine. So it still goes back to ITAC. Before I got in touch with ITAC, the conference, personally, I've been moving to the school charity communities to offer, my creative skills. So the whole thing boils down to one, but I'm not saying it's the right way to go. It's not 1, 2, 3. No. For me, from my perspective, it's one. One need to first of all identify his talent or gifts, your composition, what you have, what your treasures are, yourself, what you have in you. That's the first thing. Because if you don't know who you are, you can't even take a step. Now, when you know who you are, you need to now identify the need of the community, because you are not hanging in space. You are really stepping on the ground. So you need to understand the need or needs in your immediate community. When you understand the needs in your community, then the next thing to do is to now merge using your gift or your talent to strategically respond to the need of the community. And that takes some time because you're going to fail. The failure exposes you to discoveries. And as you begin to do that alone, it's going to be you first. As you start doing that, now you need to call on people that you trust, people who are level-headed, people who, and you just need two or three people to move along with. Now, when you move, things will just fall in place. It doesn't have any guy, any specific guy. Naturally, it falls in place. I knew who I was and am. I got the need of the community. I started doing something. I realized that I can't do it all alone. I called John, I called my wife, I called Precious, I called few guys. We placed our resources together selflessly. We've been challenged and we kept going on. We got connections from the international community, ITAC, and this is where we are today. So I believe that it is you first, the community next to trace their need, get one or two friends, move, and the rest happens. It happens, yes.
Thank you so much. Are there any other questions from any of the other colleagues in the room?
Yes, I have a question coming after Peter's thought there. What community needs do you find are most pressing? Which ones do you think teaching artists of ITAC Ghana are ready to answer and are most urgent for communities?
Capacity building. Capacity building. What the artists and teaching artists in Ghana need, what they need most is capacity building. You see, unfortunately, not all of them, but most people with my experience are money conscious and lack the skill. They want to make money, but lack the skill. So what is needed for us here is not money. No, I know money is, but it's not money first. The first thing needed is capacity building. Is for them to hone their craft. It's for them to understand who they are and get a build-up, get training, get mentorship. And I believe it's from there that all other things can happen. But that is what is happening to me now. It's all about building yourself. So, Eric, it's about capacity building. Purely that is.
Thank you so much. I see that, Sangeeta, you have a question.
Hey, Peter. It's so lovely to see you. Mwah, mwah. So happy. It's been so long. And so many beautiful faces out there that I'm missing madly. I just wanted to tell you all out there in Ghana that you are a gift and a blessing. And I am just so moved because we face the same challenges here in India, and you guys are just doing so much, so much. You are awesome. You deserve everything that the world has to give you. And I have a question. I would love to know if you have documented or, written, just small things about what the different artists are going and what kind of groups you're working with. I'm really going to jump on you, Peter, after this. I'm so curious to know what are the fields you guys work in and what are the communities you work in. And I literally, I can feel my hair growing right now with all the ideas you've embedded in my brain. Seriously. But yes, could you tell us a little bit about the range of work or the documentation are you guys documenting stuff? You should. If not, I can help you document. You should. Totally do that. But yeah, would love to know.
Yeah, I'm very happy about this. And you see, your kisses are blaring me right now. You're a wonderful person. I'm happy to see you. Thank you so much for this question. Yes, documentation to us has been key from the first day. Because we don't have much time to show videos and pictures of all those things. Like, we knew very well that we're going to be growing. So we've been documenting every project. We have names. Thank you so much for this person. Magni, you remember very well that there was a time I need to work with some schools. We have some issues. We wrote a letter to Madeline. She supported it with a letter. She also gave it a certificate of association that will let them understand that, of course, we can do this and that. So, and we also gave certificate of participation freely to schools that we work with, to churches we work with. We've been documented their names because we believe that it's a chain. We're going to get back to them and reach out to them. We also have a documentation about the challenges that we have. We've got documentation about the winning, you know. We've also got documentation about some of the people that we reach out to, that they gave us, oh, we love your project, but we feel you should do this and that next time. We have some documentation in there. We have them there, yes. But there's something you said I'm so much interested. We don't know it all. That's why we are part of ITAC. So I'll be happy if you can still help us with your ideas. You are welcome to grant us your idea. We are learning from everybody. I'm so grateful. So grateful.
Okay, I see we have, thank you. I see we have one more question from Mohammed, but before we do, Gideon, you wanted to show us something, right? You have people with you that want to say hello?
Yeah. Please, they want to say hello. So can I kindly show the camera to them? All right, guys, please, we have ITAC Ghana is here. Let's come closer. So please, what do you say to ITAC Ghana? We love you. Thank you so much. And then thanks to ITAC, this is what we are doing. Everybody is so happy. Madeline, thank you so much. Eric, thank you, everybody. Thank you to Peter. This is a surprise. He didn't even know about it. So we are here rehearsing whilst we are still joining the Zoom meeting. We love you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank you, Gideon. Wow. Well, Mohammed, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that was going to be so difficult to follow, but if you want to ask your question now, it's over to you.
All right. So that was so exciting, though, to see them rejoicing at the background. Yeah, mine is not a question. I'm just going to make a comment. You know, I'm from Ghana as well, but from the northern side of Ghana. And I've been with Peter for so long. Actually, not with ITAC, because he just introduced it to me some, like, let's say, like a year now. Though since then, I've been following the meetings. Whenever there is a meeting, no matter what I do, I try to join. Even today, I was supposed to be on set for a movie production, but I had to cancel it halfway and then come to attend to a meeting, because anything that has to do with art, you know, I'm so passionate about it. And then I always want to impact in life. Actually, currently, due to what I've learned from Peter, right now I intend even having using art, that is painting, to treat street child issues in the community. This is not far from where I live, because funding is usually the problem. Maybe if I have it at a long distance, going there will be a challenge. So I had to just go in for one which is very close to me, whereby I can go and then be teaching them art. So right now, what I'm doing now is to gather this in the artistic materials, also to get the total number of the kids, those that I can work with at the moment, before I can then kickstart. So for now, I want to get the total number and then get the materials needed, then I'll kickstart. And all this is from ITAC Ghana. I've been inspired by this the meetings that I've been going through, and also thanks to Peter, because I was just excited watching whatever was going on. That's the compliment that I'll just say. All grace to Peter. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any other questions, comments, thoughts from anyone before we wrap up? Okay, ITAC Ghana Collective members, was there anything else you wanted to share, mention, any links you want to put in the chat before we wrap?
Hello, everyone.
I like to, okay. I think someone has the floor.
Thank you. I would like to share something. I didn't get a chance to talk about how things impact here in Ghana. So, and I know that some of my colleagues have touched some of the things here. However, it looks like we are in a country, a beautiful country, but then there are things that the country as a whole lacks when it comes to the artistry. So something like capacity building in the Latin, something like how people think when it comes to the art. Some years back, when you talk about theater art or anything concerning the art, it's like you don't know anything. Like you are, I don't want to mention that word, but it's as if you are not part of the the elites. Let me say that. And so now, if someone wants to learn anything about art, it looks like the family are against it, and therefore has created some problems to the whole art industry. So for me, I think that ITAC Ghana Collective it's kind of we are trying to come out with something that would be an inspiration to people who do not understand the art itself. Like I said some years ago, people do not really understand the art. But right now, it looks like there's a big improvement. There's a big improvement. Although there's not any laws, we have no laws or any industry per se to the art. So it looks like we always suffer to get things that we want, the art wants to do. If you want to get money or you want an investor to invest in your art, it becomes difficult. If you want someone to sponsor, it becomes difficult. Anything at all becomes very difficult when you're an artist. But then, thank God, ITAC and then ITAC Ghana is here, and we are trying as much as possible to connect to people and to empower them and give them reasons why they have to support the art. And it's an amazing thing that Mr. Peter is doing. It's really an amazing thing. I have experienced other people, and I've also had the opportunity to be on other platforms. But since the time I got the chance to be with Peter, it's about almost 15 years now or something, and my life has been transformed. When it comes to the arts, I have been transformed totally. And I don't know. Anytime I see him, I want to talk about what we can do to make people believe in the arts again, what we can do to transform the ones that are coming. Because you can see here in Ghana that the youth coming are more into the arts, but they are suffering. They are really suffering. So I'll say thank you to Peter for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Precious, I think you had something to say too.
Yes, thank you very much, Madeline. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to you for reaching out from day one. It's been an amazing journey, like I said earlier. I'd like to share my project for Christmas. If that is okay, I'll go ahead, or you want to share my video? Which one should I do?
You go ahead.
Okay, so this Christmas, I'm going to go into home stitching arts. We are going to do painting. We are going deep down. reaching to bringing out the energies, the untapped energies, the dormant energies from within, and express ourselves through painting, through drawing, through making of artifacts to color our Christmas. This whole idea is to bring life to homemakers especially, who think that they have nothing to offer. They have a lot to offer, just that they don't know how to come up with it, just that they don't know what they have. So we are going to gather as women to bring out these beautiful things that is inside of us that we have allowed to sleep. That, for me, is what is Christmas to the community. I believe in reaching out to many. I believe that for the world to be a better place, it starts from the family unit. Hence my decision to reach out to families through women, especially homemakers, to bring out the best in them through arts, through dance, through poetry. Cheers to ITAC Collective Ghana.
Yes, thank you very much, Precious. So on behalf of ITAC Ghana Collective, my name Eric Booth and the leadership committee, we want to thank you all for your support, including those of you here. Thanks so much for the inspiration, the support, the belief in our dream. We are so grateful. 15 to 17, we're going to have the 5th Ghana Teaching Artist and Artist Conference in Volta region, away from the busy place, which is Accra. We're going to the Volta region to also have the conference. To this, our 5th conference, and it's all inspired by ITAC. I love you so much. We are so grateful. God bless you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I think everyone in the call is kind of amazed and stunned by what you've done with the last 5 years and how much you've managed to gather together, to make things where there was nothing before, and to kind of start this, what you're now seeing as a legacy and generational thing that will live in your community and hopefully in ours too for a long time to come. And I hope in 5 more years, we're all here celebrating 10 years of the ITAC Ghana Collective. But for now, just a massive congratulations and thank you and well done from all of us. I think this is a good moment to wrap, but please feel free to drop any email addresses in the chat, any links where you want everyone to keep in touch. I'll leave the call open for about another 2-3 minutes, so you have time to do that and save and copy and paste into other places any of that information. We have a couple reminders. It is the final Climate Collective meeting on Friday, which I hope those of you can join. It is also, we will have our December think tank on conflict transformation and teaching artistry in areas with armed conflict, and that will happen in December. Please keep in touch, support the kinds of events that we're running, all the various things that we're emailing you about. Please do sign up and keep opting in. I will end us there, but feel free to keep the chat going for another couple minutes in that section. And I hope to see you in the next few weeks at all these other lovely ITAC events. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, ITAC Ghana Collective, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.